One day, a young girl visited a wise man and asked him, "Wise one, how best can I deal with other people's opinion about me, especially when I've wronged them?" To answer the question, the wise man told the girl a story that went like this. Once upon a time, a boy was sent to deliver a package to his dad's friend's house. It was a long journey that needed a whole day of trekking. When he finally arrived, his dad's friend, Jonathan, was very pleased to see him, and he welcomed him warmly into his home. The boy had made arrangements with his dad that he would stay at Jonathan's house for 2 days, before coming back home. That night during supper, the boy was served rice and beans. However, as he was about to commence eating, he noticed a dead fly that was in the plate. Almost immediately, he told his dad's friend, "There is a dead fly in my food." Jonathan felt so embarrassed, and he immediately ordered his wife to cook some new food for the boy. The wife slaughtered a chicken, cooked a delicious meal out of it, and gave it to the boy. The boy ate to his fill, and they later retired to bed. In his sleep, Jonathan was very troubled by the fact that his best friend's kid had been served food that had a dead fly in his house. The fly wasn't intentional, it's just that somehow it landed on the food while it was being prepared. What will my best friend think of me? Will our friendship come to an end? All these questions ran through his mind. Early the next day, Jonathan told his wife to cook the best breakfast ever and serve it to the boy. The wife did as she was instructed, and the boy really enjoyed the breakfast treat. After that, Jonathan and the boy went to take a stroll so that he could show him around. As they walked, Jonathan asked the boy, "When you go home, what will you tell your dad?" The boy replied, "I will tell him that his friend gave me a warm welcome. On the first night, I was served rice that had a dead fly, but later, the meal was swapped and I had chicken for supper." The boy gave all the tiny details, including the breakfast they had just had, and the stroll they were now taking. This reply really troubled Jonathan, and he immediately told the boy that they should go back home. At home, Jonathan slaughtered a sheep, made a very delicious meal, then served it to the boy. The boy ate to his fill, and he even praised Jonathan for his cooking skills. Thinking that by now the boy would have forgotten about the dead fly, Jonathan once again asked the boy what he would tell his father when he got home. Like before, the boy repeated his previous answer, but added the point that Jonathan had slaughtered a sheep for him. Jonathan was very disappointed at the reply, and that evening, he decided to slaughter his turkey, cook it and serve it to the boy as supper. The boy ate the meat, but when Jonathan asked him about the question again, the boy kept including the dead fly in the reply. In a bid to try and make the boy forget about the fly, Jonathan slaughtered his cow, then later his pig, then afterwards his camel, but all this did not change the fact that the boy included the dead fly in the reply. The boy could speak proudly of how Jonathan had slaughtered him as chicken, turkey, sheep, cow, pig, and camel, but he would still include that on the first day, he was served rice with a dead fly in it. Jonathan was disappointed to say the least, but he realized he couldn't change the boy's narration about his home. He decided to send the boy back to his home, and resigned to fate that if his best friend decided to terminate their friendship, at least he had tried his best to save the situation. After giving her this story, the wise man looked at girl and told her, "My child, that's how life is. In life, sometimes we hurt people unintentionally, but no matter how hard we try to fix things, they will always stick to the bad thing we did to them." It wasn't intentional that the boy was served rice with a dead fly in it, but no matter how hard the host tried to change his story, all his efforts were futile. People are entitled to their own opinions, and you can't change them. In such situations, always choose your peace of mind above all. Don't sacrifice your peace in a bid to try and massage someone's ego.